welcome to eLearning Today TV. Today is Monday, August 2nd already, 2010, and we are coming to you from the Learning Today office in sunny South Florida. I'm Lauren Grossberg.
And I'm Andy Keenum, and this is our 20th show.
Oh,
woo!
Go us. And if you're not following us on Twitter, please do. I am at LG Educator.
And I'm at A Keenum.
And be sure to check out our blog and our website for free teacher and educator resources. All right. School/feature of the week, whatever you want to call it. It's called ART, and it stands for Art Realization Techniques. And pretty much what it is, it's like this program, and it's teaching students with disabilities, whether physical or mental, to express themselves through art. So what they do is they have these different roles. So there's, for example, there's a person who's a tracker, and they'll decide what's to be drawn or what's to be made on the canvas. And then the student can either, they'll be asked questions. They can either, if they can blink to say yes or no, they can either nod their head like yes, and they just use all these different techniques that they want to incorporate into schools also. And some of the really cool things they do are they use like this laser headband that the student will wear on their head, and they can actually move it to say what they want to draw or to actually draw it, and the teacher, whoever's doing it, will follow it. So it's just these really cool ways, and it's kind of using art therapy to help the students as well in that way. So that's that.
Awesome. Did they try it out in a school, or did they?
I think they're training people right now, and then they're gonna probably put into students.
Start implementing it.
Yeah.
Neat. Hashtag talk this week. I guess it was last week now. We were talking about social media myths as far as education goes, and what's really stopping education from getting on this social media bandwagon and using social media to its full capabilities. So I sort of summarized all the myths into the top 5 myths, social media and education. So number 1.
Did you solve them?
Yes. I tried to. Number 1, debunk them. Number 1, technology takes too much time. If technology is used properly and kids are taught how to use it properly, specifically social media tools, it actually can save time. Number 2, social media in schools is dangerous. This is how we've been Datelinized in our country. But blocking social media in schools is actually what is dangerous. We are leaving kids ill-equipped to handle their digital footprint, to learn how to navigate the social web safely. Number 3, social media is for entertainment only. Bieber fever. This is a myth too. Twitter is not just for gossip.
Look at you when you say that.
I don't know. Twitter is not just for gossip. So Facebook is not just for, celebrity news. Is Lindsay Lohan out of jail yet? I don't know. Let's check Twitter.
Actually is.
Okay, there you go. No, we need to show our influencers, so our parents, our administrators, teachers, how they can use social media to explode their own learning. That way we can get them on the bandwagon and see that social media is actually a lot more powerful than just Lindsay Lohan's jail time. Number 4, social media increases off-task behavior. Social media has the potential to really increase collaboration, creativity, productivity, if our kids learn how to use it for learning purposes, how to use the devices in their pocket to learn. And last, you don't need to learn about social media in schools. I'm going to go back to this thing that I've been saying all month long. Students are in a constant state of information curation on the internet, and they need a network. They need network literacy. They need a network to learn how to handle all that information, sort through it, aggregate it, share it, be a part of the social web. So top 5 myths.
All right. Watch and learn this video. It's kind of just a humorous video. It's not really educational, but it's funny.
It's good. It's educational for us because we were educational games. But yeah.
Basically, what it is, it's these 2 kids and these 2 adults, and they're comparing kind of the original popular video games to the ones of today. So they're kind of some of them are Sonic the Hedgehog, which I liked, and Frogger, and it's just showing the kids that back, I guess 20 years ago maybe, there was no 3D graphics, there's no crazy animations and all this stuff that you can do now.
Virtual worlds.
Yeah, but it's still a game. The kids even said, it looks boring, it's not that cool, but a game's a game, and pretty much the whole point of this was that kids were interested in it, they did want to play it, and even though it's older and didn't have, all this technology we have today, kids just love video games, and that's pretty much. It's funny, and they have funny little opinions in there, the 2 kids. But
yeah, they're really cute.
Yeah. That's it. Okay. And e-freebies. I found more online stories because we can't get enough of those. So, the first one's called Speakaboos, and this one actually, it's popular children's stories. They use celebrity voices. I think I saw a couple, like Nick Cannon and all these other people
Cool.
are on there.
Right.
So they're, yeah, maybe together. So they use their voices for that, and there's like great illustrations and there's original music, so it's a really cool site to check out for that. Literactive is, they call themselves the leading provider of preschool, kindergarten, first grade reading material. So there's lots of stuff on there. There's a lot of supplemental stuff also, and there's also an ESL version of it, so you can use that. Between the Lions is from PBS Kids, and this one has great stories and video clips, and this is good because there's a lot of variety on there. There's some of them are like an actual book, it looks like when you open it. Some of them have like an actual narrator reading the story to you, so there's a lot of variety on there. And the last one is called Story Place, and this is a kind of a digital library. It's giving the kids the effect of going to a library without actually going to the library. So, and there's lots of themes on there like dinosaurs and critters and stuff like that, so lots of stories to check out.
Cool. Teach this week. And I want you guys to teach your kids how to spend less time searching and more time learning when navigating the internet. And I think a lot of times that we make the assumption that kids know how to use the internet. They're born in the 21st century, so they should know how to use all these tech tools, but it's really not true.
Mm-hmm.
Kids don't know how to use the internet efficiently, and we have to teach them that. So here's some tools to do so. Boolify, I think that's how you say it. It teaches kids to use Boolean operators such as and, not, or, and sort of enhance their search so that they can get better results. And it actually operates using Boolean operators shaped like puzzle pieces, and gives a search to kids in Google's Safe Search. And if you want to use some other search engines that might help kids as far as finding the best content in different forms, there's 5 that I reviewed. Mashpedia is sort of like a multimedia encyclopedia. Wolfram Alpha is a knowledge conceptual search engine. It takes information from the internet and it sort of collects it together in tables so that students don't have to spend all that time searching different websites. Paperly actually takes links from Twitter users, hashtags, lists, and it creates a online newspaper. So all that information can be searched as though you're reading a newspaper.
Cool.
I did it for EdChat and it's super awesome. You should check it out. It's actually on the blog. Twordy kind of mixes the idea of a website being too wordy.
They all have funny names.
I know. It allows kids to sort websites by readability. So it color codes the ones that are easier to read and the ones that are more difficult to read, and it actually sorts, puts them in sequence. Last, Google Squared, it's sort of like Google's competition for Wolfram Alpha, but it does the same thing. It takes information from the internet and it puts it into tables and charts and things like that. And last, one thing that we need to teach our kids is how to read hyperlinked text articles, and I talked about this a little bit when I talked about digital literacy. But one tool that does this that's free for educators, it's called YoLink Education. It actually allows kids to see the links behind the hyperlinks in text articles. So on one side it'll have the original document, and it'll highlight all the keywords in all the links while allowing the student to open up the links in a separate window right next to it. You have to really check out the video and check out the site to see all the stuff that it can do. So what do you know?
I know that when you swallow gum, it doesn't take 7 years to digest or get stuck in your body or any of those other crazy things that they say happens.
Nice. That's good to know.
Actually, nothing bad will happen. Just
good. I've swallowed my fair share of gum in my day. I probably swallowed some this morning. Okay.
What do you know?
On the new version of YouTube, if you're waiting on a video to load and you press your arrow keys, a game of Snake will pop up. And you can actually continue playing the game of Snake.
Like I used to have on my phone?
Exactly. And you can continue playing the game of Snake while you're watching the video.
I want to do that.
It's awesome, and it only works on the newer videos, and it works more frequently if your computer's slower, right? Because it has time to sort of load. But check it out. If you like our show, please give us 5 stars on iTunes, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter. I'm at Akina.
I'm an LG Educator.
See you later.